Sumail or Fly, so they're fine. Crit's able to roll up to the high ground. Malefice was upon him, but Seb can't chase. Seb has to back off as EG starts to show the four of them in that mid lane.
Arteezy's getting so much space out of all this.
He really is. This top lane has been Arteezy's home ground, and he's absolutely loving it. Almost taking that tier 2 tower as well on his own. OG really have just let him be on that top lane. They've done nothing to pressure him.
This is a good timing for OG. Thompson has the Spirit Vessel finished. As the panel mentioned, incredibly good versus the Necrophos, of course. Bottom. Tier 2, Thompson wraps around.
He is going to miss that tornado. Might not matter for the kill though, as Crit, surrounded, stuck in the Sprout, does fall. As OG get that bottom tier 2 tower and the kill, but as we say top lane, RTZ, he pretty much got the tier 2 in return on his own. He's now looking towards Jarex. Jarex comes in looking to clear the way, but there's Fly with the setup. Swap back into the magic missile. Jarex taken out for 45 seconds with the Reaper's Scythe being slammed down upon him by S4.
They're threatening high ground down here already with this Alacrity Drought.
Flies back in, but he gets ghosted. Silent straight away. The damage, the cold snap, the right clicks, he's gone. That's one member of EG gone for the defense. RTZ's going to TP in as well, though, to look to hold.
Got like half damage on the tier 3 this early on. As soon as they force reactions, they do back up, though. They don't want to take the risk of people porting behind them on that shrine.
Got the Veil now finished on S4. As we've seen, though, these sort of plays coming out from Thompson, incredibly harmful. With that full Spirit Vessel, just so much damage from the combo, Thompson. At the moment, 10 to 12, as you say, 1k lead for OG. But it certainly feels very close, and one could sort of ask, would OG have intended to be further ahead when they run this sort of Drow lineup? And as the EG, despite sort of the Drow aura, that favouring for OG in the lanes, they've done very well in this first 15 minutes of gameplay.
Yep, PL's gotten so much farm, and it was the TA matchup versus the Invoker. Sure, Thompson is ahead because of all those rotations, but it just applies that pressure in the laning phase. As we did see Seb also change the build-up. Originally had that mech queued up, and now we'll be just going for the pipe on top of Vitality.
Jarex trying to pick up some farm. Does have Thompson there, goes to the tornado, 1-2, EMP's down as well. Jarex trying to move into position to drop the combo again. Get Echo Slam! Doesn't get a Fisher off. S4 still alive for now. He'll pop the Ghost Route, Fly left behind. Seb and Thompson looking for S4. They find the vision for the cold snap. Spirit Vessel down onto S4 again as Thompson grabs the double kill. But OG as well do lose 2 as Sumail in the river did find No Tail to the side of it. As Anna starting to play around Roshan there. Don't know if they're going to quite be able to get away with that. Sumail and Crit are still in position to contest this. They've got that trap down. They know exactly where OG is.
OG's got the Black Hole available though, and they know that Crit actually committed the Magnetize down bottom, which is their big team fight spell at this moment in time.
We're actually going to look towards Sumail in the mid lane. Fisher into the tornado. The silence does come out to stop sort of the rest of the combo from Thompson coming out straight away, but Sumail's been sprouted. No Tail in with the TP, but Sumail had the refraction, still able to get the blink out. Separates himself from the squad. Very nicely done there from Crit with that quick silence, making sure, so it was just the tornado coming out from Thompson. There wasn't sort of that EMP follow-up that could have caused issues in terms of keeping those refraction charges up and allowing Sumail to blink away.
Crit's running out of stones because of how fast this gameplay is having to go. Down to 1. A lot of occasions that I've seen here. The deep wards, as we saw earlier, were placed by OG, and they were able to get some kills out of that. And they're going to place some up toward the top side because now their main focus is going to start to be that Roshan. So having wards around that shrine area of EG most important. Arteezy does have the Fusel, has queued up the Manta, of course, afterwards. That standard build for the PL.
In the mid lane, maybe looking for a swap setup onto Jarex. Jarex back away, keeping himself in range of Fly's swap. As it really just has been Arteezy, 1-0-3. Not been involved in too many of the fights, but certainly has sort of been favouring him in that sense. Lots of farm on this PL.
EG's got vision of this. Considering going up. They've got 3 stones now, Crit. He's committing forward.
He's going straight forward. He finds the 2 of them. The silence, the stun onto both of them. The Magnetize down as well as immediately they lose No Tail. Arteezy there with the wraparound. Thompson turns. But for the tornado to hold them back, and with the Ghost Walk, Thompson will get out. So will Anna for now. Fly with the swap back onto Jarex S4. Moving into position. Doesn't have the Reaper's Scythe. In fact, flies too deep. Thompson turns back in. Takes down the Venge.
6 setup there by Crit. Just having vision up on that high ground gets the perfect combo. And I also believe the Enigma got the Black Hole and instantly canceled, it looked like. Yeah. Seb trying to get a position for it, but unable. He does claim a small, very minimal.
We're so close though in these first 18 minutes. Thompson more than halfway towards his Aghanim Scepter. A game where the fights have been as frequent as this one. That sort of strong Ags timing is going to make all the difference in terms of just an ability to interrupt sort of the team fight that EG's been trying for. It's Thompson once again on the hunt. Did go into the Ghost Walk underneath that Observer Sentry combination. So EG will know about this. Arteezy, as you can see, already backing up from that top lane.
Really want to play around this Rosh. It's so important for the OG lineup as well as the EG lineup.
Thompson straight back towards the mid. Fly. Been caught out by the sprint. Fly. We're taken down. Thompson.
They're going to go straight to the pit with that. Like both these teams, one team has a Drow Ranger, the other team has a Templar Assassin. This is the area that is the most important in the game.
Arteezy's going to start to poke at them from the side with the Spirit Lance. As OG still looking a bit little hesitant on heading into that pit.
They don't have their black hole, though. Jerax is also very low on mana.
Another Magnetize is back up on Crypt. He's got that team fight ability. Play it safe, mana. Back to farming.
Arteezy's going for the next item, Shadowblade. Has actually deviated from the Manta. Let's see if he changes it again, but I think he wants to be able to weave into the back lines of the fight to look for this Earthshaker and this Drow.
The seeds of fortune.
Because their control is coming, it's Invoker, Enigma, and Earthshaker is the big control. And look for those other targets. They can't actually control this PL if the rest of the team is distracting.
Thompson just 800 away from his axe.
Yes.
Invoker still doing very well from second highest in the net worth and ahead of Sumail. Sumail, of course, on that TA, who was able to have that advantage in the mid lane matchup. But as we've seen from the fights, Thompson, as the Invoker, has just been able to offer that little bit more.
No-Tail's prepared to go for a dive already, the base here.
Fly, just go for the swap, getting Seb up onto the high grabber. Fly, he's actually just going to get right-clicked down here by the Eidolon army. As Seb claims the kill, Anna looks for the gust onto Crit, but Crit did get the roll off. He didn't manage to put the stone down though because of the silence, goes for the kickback. Anna with the double damage wants to fight. Derek in with the Echo, has the control. On to Arteezy as Arteezy gets taken out of that fight as soon as he turned up.
He just got the Blink Dagger as well. So it was completely unexpected. And he had no idea that was coming. And
now they're pushing up to the high ground. OG 21 minutes in, taking the tier 3 tower. Only 2 alive at the moment on EG. S4 silence, they're moving. Jerax jumps forward, has the control. S4's gone. Dead for 40 seconds. OG threatening the melee racks here on this bottom lane. And EG, they're not going to be able to do anything about this here. 21 minutes in, OG taking the full pretty much set of racks down bottom. We'll see the Eidolons can finish up the range racks, and they certainly can. OG getting away with the speed and pressure that they need to with this Drow Ranger strat.
And how they prioritize setting up to. No-Tail was in the base for a good 30 seconds preparing for them to look for something like that. As he goes for it, does find No-Tail, Crit.
Yeah, Crit through the trees, able to find him, and No-Tail will try once more for the TP, but the damage from the Magnetize too much. Crit gets himself a charge on that Spirit Vessel.
Dire are scanning.
It's Jerax. He's looking to come in with the backup. Thompson and Anna also on the hunt. Out they go. Thompson with the setup through the trees, throws out the tornado as they'll get the trade. They'll take Crit down. Arteezy continuing to just try and make the most of any sort of space he sees on the map. Straight down mid, gets a tier 1 tower. Pretty much has the money for that Shadowblade. Top of his diffuser, but we are really still yet to see Arteezy turn up to a fight and offer something. As that last time down bottom, as we mentioned, caught off guard by Jerax's Blink Dagger timing on the Earthshaker.
It's just very tough for them to take any heads-on fights versus OG just because how strong they are. And it's just a numbers advantage instantly.
That was down
to, but yeah, No-Tail was already prepared. They knew everything that was kind of coming for them, and they're already on their way over. We see Jerax had just picked up the Blink Dagger on the side shop, and yeah.
And look at this on the side of the top. Arteezy turns up, he's like, what's up, boys? And then, bam! Jerax is in, Echo Slam, and he's out of it. He's got to sit the sidelines for 48 seconds. Was not prepared for that Blink Dagger on Jerax at all.
Courier snipe, No-Tail wants it, but he... Blip comes out, he actually started attacking the tower, but...
Mid lane, Sumail. On top of Anna, Anna turns again. The Gust TP is going to work out once again. It's not this time. Arteezy's in with the damage.
These Gust plays, though, from Anna, just a split second, even... The quick ones that have happened has saved his life on multiple occasions. I think
Look
3 or 4 times.
40 seconds, no Drow. EG, they see the chance. They're into the Roche pit. They can do it pretty fast themselves, as you said. With Sumail, TA, they've got the bench. Can he look for the big plays here?
He's smoked up.
Oh, he is, and he's got the slam available. He's got his eyes on the pit. Can he time it perfectly? The Tornado coming in for the side, just managed to catch it pretty low, they're moving into the pin, there's the black hole! Coming out onto the two of them, they've lost the bench! The Roshan still being focused by RTZ Jarex, RTZ still alive with the Shadow Blade. Seb finally gets taken out by Samel, and Samel's held in place by the Ice Wall. Jarex into the pit, there'll be the buyback from Fly, Samel goes down, Thompson able to find it with a cold snap, Jarex will tick down to the back to touch, Roshan still alive for now. The silence from Crit out onto Thompson, RTZ Doppelganger still alive, gets on top of the Invoker, Thompson falls back towards the pit, No-Tail's trying to find it, but the slap goes out for Roshan, they get the kill, but Crit gets the Aegis, triple kill for Crit, and he's not done yet, rolls forward, looks for Jarex, Jarex taken out as well, and OG, they're still fighting back, they'll find Crit, Spirit Vessel cold snap, he's down once, they'll look to set it for a second time. The Ice Wall's down and he gets the quick gust. Thompson goes back in and once again cold snaps out. He can't roll himself away. Crit will fall. As the buybacks from OG there enable them to sort of settle the deal after the Roshan gets taken down. They did get the kill on Roche, but as we saw, Crit was able to get the Aegis, does lose it straight away. Overall, because of the buyback expenditure, was favoring EG in terms of net worth change. But still, not necessarily what EG hoped for there. They nearly got everything. They were nearly able to sort of take it back, but the cleanup of the end from OG.
Look at Crit's positioning in this fight. He was hiding in the tree, waiting for them to go for it. Instantly stops that black hole. Arteezy also, with the Shadow Blade pickup, we see him just kind of playing around inside the pit. He survived for so long as this Phantom line.
Oh, he's straight back in. 5 no-tail. Arteezy's on top of him.
Yeah, that was insane.
Thompson. The wraparound onto S4 again. Ghost Shroud is there. Thompson quick with the Tornado, EMP combo. Someone needs to come across and help S4. As S4 just getting solo killed here by Thompson. Styling on him here with the Invoker plays. As now, looking to Fly. Fly does have the backup of Crit. Thompson goes towards for now. Jarex jumps forward. The Fisher, the cold snap, the Spirit Vessel. He just does so much. Thompson finds the double kill. 11, 3, and 9 on his Invoker.
Always has that cold snap available. That talent.
Under attack.
Such a good combo with that Spirit Vessel, in particular, like we said in the beginning, versus that Necrophos. S4 just doesn't have the itemization to remove it. Didn't go for Lotus Orb, didn't go for Yules.
Stop, Crit straight in. They got the slow, they got the stun straight up on top of that. And he's going to get forced to the sidestep. Can he keep this man alive though? He doesn't have the black hole backup yet, but Anna with the mid gun sending him back. Tornado! Thompson! He's in with the backup, the Meteor! Definitely Blood's coming down! Thompson with the saves! Gets both of them! Thompson Invoker doing it big time on the main stage at the Fisher for Jarex. It's sent up for another. The cold snap Spirit Vessel No-Tail. He comes in to join the party.
This man on his Invoker, in every situation, finding these clutch plays. Ana also with the talent, going for that 550 Gust knockback. It pushed him so far away.
Jarex, he's just straight in again. There's the combo Spirit Vessel, cold snap. Crit just getting ticked down. S4 will start to try and heal him up with the Death Pulse. As the buybacks from Arteezy and Samel do push OG away, but OG now getting a sizable advantage here in game 1 against EG. 9k advantage. A set of racks up as well. All 3 cores ahead of that of Evil Geniuses.
The mobility that's coming out, and the preparation, it seems, from OG as well. As we saw No-Tail in some of these situations, teleporting before the fights even start, just to set up for his team, and then Thompson always being there. Look at these quads wax, he's so fast.
Samel's got to be careful. He's heading out the top, then we'll see down bottom. Arteezy finds No-Tail.
Sumail desperately needs this BKB.
He comes out too far. Thompson or Jarex will be there with the setup on that top lane.
21 Invoke. 16 Templar Assassin.
Samel cannot move from this spot. Just come down. So it could be fine for now. Thompson and Jarex, they're still waiting for him to sort of cross that line. It looks like Samel knows.
Oh,
play it cool.
They know. They just saw the courier fly over and just stop,
yeah.
So they're aware that something's going on.
GG. Starting really to have their backs against the wall. Each of these fights, they have to get on top of Thompson. Can't let him get away with, you say, these sort of constant cold snaps to Samel. Maybe coming out a little too far now, Jarex. There we have it. Finds the Fisher, the Gust into the combo. There's the slam to hold him down.
60 seconds.
The patience from Samel, not quite patient enough as he comes out alone. They were ready and waiting, OG, to make that play. And they get away with it. No buyback on Samel.
How can EG slow this down? They don't have heroes with any deep push versus this lineup.
It's a second set of racks. Tier 3 is being threatened now. What can Arteezy do as he turns up to this fight? It's been hard each and every time they get a swap back onto Anna this side. Bam! Anna's gone for 80. Perfect way to start the fight, but then in the black hole. The Sunstrike as well. Fly gets taken down. Jarek's jumping in with the control onto S4. As the boulder smash from Crit comes out, magnetized as well, causing issues for N0tail. N0tail's taken out. The buyback straight away on S4's Crit, looking to chase for more. Gets on top of Seb. Seb goes for the TP out. The Fisher from Jarek's will allow Seb the space to escape.
Caught Crit with that stun. Crit wasn't able to get that boulder smash. That's a very heads-up play though by EG, getting that swap into Reaper's side instantly before Ana gets the BKB off. There's no hesitation.
It puts an end to the push. They do lose that tier 3 tower, but they keep that top set of racks alive. Does cost them the S4 buyback, so still EG not yet to find that play to really switch around the momentum of this game. As OG are still in the driver's seat, we'll see it once again here.
Crit was prepared.
Instant play.
Yeah, instant. But Seb gets a nice follow-up here with the Fissure, gets the 2-man black hole. But as soon as S4 does die, goes for that buyback, and you see OG does retreat. They don't want to overextend too much when they have this advantage right now. It still feels like such a tall mountain for EG to climb when they've got a Templar Assassin, and this is pre-30 minutes, and this TA doesn't have a BKB. We're hitting that 30-minute mark, and Sumail doesn't still quite have it. He really needs it in order to be able to do anything versus Invoker and the Searcher.
Yes.
Full AC on
ready to really assist this sort of end game push that they're looking for.
Yeah, they're looking to end it for sure here with this item buy.
They know that they've got a very sizable lead with their lineup. One more team fight that goes wrong for EG could certainly cost them the game, especially with some of these buybacks unavailable at the moment. EG having to be careful. They've got to somehow enable Arteezy in these fights.
Just so hard. The amount of control that they actually do have on OG, so much team fight.
I mean, is it not sort of at the point where you feel like Arteezy may even have to go for a BKB, or do you feel heart is still the right way to go?
I think if he goes BKB, it's just, he needs to have a heart. He needs to just be able to play around in the fights. If he just has to play around a 10-second BKB, then they're going to be in so much trouble. TA needs one. Arteezy, I don't think he can afford to go for that item.
Just starting to take full sort of war control of the map. Full Greaves complete on Seb. N0tail's got a gem out.
The full group up build around the Enigma. The Guardian Greaves, the Crimson Guard, the Pipe. Negating a lot of EG's damage.
Just so much for these pushes. Yeah, 30 minutes in, they're really at this sweet point, OG, where that lineup sort of hits a bit of a peak. They know that they're already ready to amp up the pressure once again as they hover around the mid lane. EG cannot afford to go one by one outside of the base.
Yep, they see the top lane.
Sumail, he's going to even get jumped in this position straight away. Jarek's with the combo. Sumail's gone without buyback. N0tail goes for the Sprout. Crit for the pull to allow Fly to get out of the Sprout. OG piping and crimsoning up. S4 looking towards N0tail. Jarek's priming himself on the side, ready to blink back in. In fact, they just got the damage onto S4. S4 gets one back. Jarek's jumps in, looks for the Vision, gets silent. Arteezy for the black hole! The Reaper side cancels the black hole, but the combo from Thompson straight on top of Arteezy takes him out. Arteezy's dead for 80 seconds. S4, Crit and Fly getting pushed back to the base. And OG, they're going to go for another set of racks. Both cores down, no buyback on Sumail, no buyback on Arteezy.
You can see how confident they are. They know they can clean this out. This is the last fight for EG. They jump forward.
Rolls in, but immediately the Gust. Jarek's in again with the control. The Fissure out between the two of them. They find they're going to find S4. They're going to find Fly as well. EG is called. And game one in a series where I think a lot of people would have expected to see something quite fantastic from EG. OG absolutely crushed it. 32 minutes in, 18k net worth. The Drow lineup, the Drow draft worked perfectly. The pressure, the speed that they could play at, it just never got to a point where Sumail or Arteezy could really offer much in the fights. They were always playing from behind because of how well OG kept the pressure on.
Yep, pretty much. Thompson just kept running around with this Invoker, making so much happen. S4, every single time he showed his face, he would just get jumped on by like a Tornado, Cold Snap, Spirit Vessel, and they couldn't really help him. S4, like Fly would come in, try to swap, but then they'd get chased down and caught even more so because of the follow-up from the Earthshaker. Just very good plays by OG with their comfortable heroes. Thompson on the Invoker, just... whew.
What a way for OG to start the series. We'll see if they can keep it up in game 2, or if EG can come back with some new tricks and a different approach to take the series to 1-1. But as it stands, OG leading the series 1-0.